For those of you who think you need more at home.
For those of you who feel the need to ask for anything.
For those who just need a little nourishment.
We have that at home.
Brunch. We eating, laughing, talking, and having a good old time. And everybody's welcome, y'all. We at
Brunch. We talking everything that you always be thinking about.
What's good, everybody? It's King, it's Moni, it's Geesh, and this is We Have That at Home. Brunch.
Brunch.
Y'all ain't never ready.
Yeah.
Or nothing, baby.
One through King.
What up, my people, mi gente? Hola.
What's going on? Everybody munching. What y'all eating? Y'all so greedy. Just like me.
See my little ridiculous food. I ain't even showing it.
Look at you savoring the morsels of salt on them fries.
I got a little wing ding than another.
I'm over here being black with a piece of chicken thigh.
I got a little struggle meal. I didn't want to cook, so it's a tuna with a boiled egg.
Oh, you better be a little mouse.
My little mouse.
Let's start with our conversation that we finished from Tuesday. Tuesday, our show is We Have That at Home. Check it out. The episode is called, what is it called, G?
Loyalty.
Yes, and we ended it off talking about why are men and women so uncomfortable with seeing gayness on this TV screen.
Gay love, to be specific.
Huh?
I said gay love, to be specific. Like, how can anybody's love?
That means they ain't watching a lot because it's on everything now.
Yeah, it's everywhere. And
but
even the little Nickelodeon chicken came out.
Is she from Nickelodeon? JoJo Siwa?
Ain't she? Or she did?
Oh, really?
Yeah, she Nickelodeon.
I don't think she's from Nickelodeon.
Yes, it's not Disney.
Hold on, the kids used to love her. I didn't know what a JoJo Siwa was.
Yeah, she.
They were saying JoJo. I was like, JoJo, white JoJo. Like,
I don't know how to say it still.
It's Siwa.
It's JoJo Siwa.
And she has mad stuff like games and stickers, backpacks and mugs, and
she like the new Raven Simone.
This girl is from
Nickelodeon.
did she have a show? I thought she was just, I don't know how I thought she was famous.
I thought she was just a character.
Are
you looking it up?
I'm about to.
Okay. So, like, we talked about men and women being uncomfortable with seeing the gay love on the screen. And I was ending saying that it's the way that the community grows up. It's bashed in your head that there's a taboo for it. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of negative undertone when talking about same-sex stuff. And I feel like people hold on to that. They don't want to seem like they're interested in it by just being entertained by a television show.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want to seem like they might be enjoying watching it. You know what I'm saying? I think that that's the line of thinking.
But even, like, I feel like, I don't know. I don't just like to call people gay. Because, and I like, even if you saw it and you were enjoying it, that does not mean that you want to have a sexual relation with a man.
Right.
I really think that can be separate. It's literally two people making out. Like, it's something sexual that just maybe, like, it's a hot moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
Wait, what you mean?
I'm saying, like,
but there's a lot of immaturity with it, I believe.
And I think even when the Megan Thee Stallion thing came out in our group chat, I was like half joking, half serious. But when the group of men were doing the body yada yada yada,
yeah.
And I'm like, well, what possessed them the day after the song came out to be like, let's dance the body?
Right. But and that's the thing, like, men, they don't get to do what the fuck they want as freely.
No.
Without it possibly being perceived as a little funny. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what holds people back, huh?
I said a little sugar in his tank.
Yeah. And that holds people back. Cause then, Moni sent that and sent the little joke with it, but it opened up a discussion between everybody, and she was like, "Chill out, y'all. It ain't that deep." It's just like a stripper or a dancer. You know what I'm saying? But men shouldn't move their hips that much, and men shouldn't. Da-da-da-da-da. But it's crazy because different cultures, you go to islands, their hips is what they do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I had that conversation with somebody also, like after, like I think it was like similar to this, and then it was like, well, you in America, we think everything is gay and it makes you gay, but I'm like, yo, look at like European men, Caribbean men, any men that are like not American, and we usually consider their like mannerisms more effeminate, and it's like they're not gay, like just culturally, nobody's telling them they have to be super masculine,
right? And they're living their best life. They're wearing little ass clothes. They're moving their hips. They got a little feminine in them.
Now that hip movement is like
yeah. But you moving them hips when you up in them things.
Yeah. And so this is just like a black man thing or like a American thing.
Anybody, but we know who the bigger issue is.
Yeah.
Is it though? I don't really. I'm not up in like white communities like that as an adult. But no, like, maybe they are around. Like, yo, look at this.
Well, I feel like you have masculine masculinity in every culture. I mean, I went to like a pretty diverse school, and you would see that from everybody. It wasn't like a black thing, but I feel like I was always told as a black man, like, you know what I'm saying, I got more against me. So whatever you is, you got that plus being black to, you know what I'm saying, kind of fight against. So it's like,
you better man the fuck up.
Yeah, whatever you want to do it. So, but then again, that also turns around. It's like, as a black man, you don't, you know what I'm saying, you don't be allowed to do that. It's like, put that down. No, you ain't don't do that. Like, you ain't got the room to be free. Like, you better be like, all day, every day, or you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, yeah.
So, I guess it kind of play a part in it.
It's rough out here for the folks.
So.
But even women too, like women just talk the same thing. Like some women feel the exact same way. So it's like
it is, and I did say that I feel like it's weird when the women are like that because they're a little bit more easygoing. Women have more leeway if they want to.
I would say, but you don't want it to be like your man. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody else is talking. Like, why is her man sitting here watching these two men on TV tying each other down?
Mm-hmm. Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
But you really like, there's no freedom to just like
be you.
Maybe I'm interested to see what it's like. Like that doesn't mean that I want to do it. You know what I'm saying? This is what TV is for, so you can like see other shit.
Let me explore freely. Because I think that now that we're grown, we understand that one of the bigger things for grown folks, I mean, as a grown person, you know that one of the things that humans like to do is explore. Men don't get that freedom like that.
No.
You know what I'm saying? We have a lot of fucking rules.
Yeah.
Whereas women, they can be lesbians through high school, bisexual, and then leave that shit alone.
And then be like, I want to have a baby. I'm going to be in a relationship with a man.
Right. And then leave it alone. So not many men can do that. I think that you have women who do not care and who will still date men who've dated men and don't care. You know, you have all different types of people, but it's harder. You got more stacked up against you as a man.
Yeah. Because I've seen women go from being studs to put on a dress like that never happened. And nobody even bat an eye.
You know, there was this guy on Real World. It was a white guy on Real World. I'm sure there's probably a gay person in the house as well. But the dude hated every fucking thing gay. And he was going hard at times. Come to find out, he had a gay porn history from his college days, but he was a straight man.
Gay for pay?
Yeah. So that came up, but like I think he had like a little PTSD from it, but he had so much hate in his heart just from what he had done. I think he said he met a guy, an older guy, who brought him into that. you know, because and he was making money and he ended up doing this shit. He was young, just living his
This
best life.
sounds like what we talked about with T.I. and Tiny, how you can be coerced into a world.
It was somebody he trusted. And he voluntarily did it, but he's fucked up in the end. Yeah, he voluntarily did it, but it's definitely a regret now as an adult. He portrays hard against gays, and sir, I mean, is it possible to really feel that way when that's part of your history? You know what I'm saying? So he had the gay porn pass. He got into it through an older guy, and it affected him. He had hate, or he displayed that, put on that act to cover up what he had done when he was younger. But like I was saying, everybody should have that right to explore if that's what they want to do without that
not
shame.
that being a permanent label, because it's like you do so many things when you're younger. It's like that
so much, yeah.
And this is like really like a big jump, but I feel like it's the same thing. Like you cannot charge a child with murder and then put them away for the rest of their life. Like this is something they're doing when their brain is not even fully developed. Like you need a chance to just do different things.
It's crazy.
And then when I decide what I want to be labeled and what I want to be called, I will let you know. Until then, I'm good. Like.
Right. And then even going back to the guy, he probably feel like he has to hate it to feel like he don't accept it. Because, like, you know what I'm saying? He probably feel like when he dealing with women, he got to be like that to even, you know what I'm saying? Like, he got to separate himself from that. As opposed to that just being a part of your past, your history. And it's like, that's what it was. He got to separate himself by that, by hating it. When really all you got to do is just say, that was then, this is now. Yeah. But, like, society don't let you do that as a guy. You know what I'm saying?
But it was so extreme that it stood out to people. He was like, what's up?
Yeah, why are you going so
What are you doing? What are you going? Because a lot of times it's unprovoked. You just hate everything about this thing or this person because of who they choose to be attracted to, and it has nothing to do with you. They never came onto you. They never disrespected you. So then people were like, what's up? What's going on? Da, 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 da. Then he has a breakdown. He come into a whole confession. You was a whole gay porn star, even though you're a straight man. But even though that's his truth, it can't be explained to nobody and them understand that. That's the root of all of this, with everybody being uncomfortable with it.
And it's like, that's the thing. Like, why? I don't know. Like, what is there to be uncomfortable about? Like, I still keep going back to that point. Like, unless you, I don't know. Like,
the people that we care about is usually the ones that make us feel like certain things. You know what I'm saying? Like, he probably, somebody that he respect probably don't fuck with that. So he probably feel like he can't fuck with her. He
so
feel like
why put on the big show? Like, why go so hard to just be like, I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. Just don't say anything about it. Like,
that's like King said, it's kind of like like a defense mechanism. And then you had said something with Scheme, but you know, my brain just drifted. But I think it's more so being immaturity. So like sometimes people don't emotionally mature that way. You could be grown as hell, but still a lot of things would be like here, like, and that might be one thing that never got to mature. If you never had that conversation or never got to like digest whatever it is that, you know what I'm saying, your situation was, and accept it, or, you know what I'm saying, just figure out what it was, then that's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be like that, like PTSD, like let me throw up because I am not like that. Like, so whenever I see something gay, let me throw up because I'm disgusted because I'm not gay either. Like, as opposed to, like you said, just leaving it alone. Like, if it don't apply, let it fly. Like,
yeah.
If only the world operated like that.
And like I was trying to remember what you said before, but I couldn't remember. But it was now. Like, that's another thing. Like, being gay is something you do in the privacy of your own fucking home. Or if you're outside, it only affects you and the person that you love. Why is anybody else so bent out of shape?
And that's the problem. A lot of people,
you don't know what straight people do in their bedrooms. And if you did, you would probably judge them. But like, that's none of your concern. Like, a gay person doesn't have to wear their sexuality out for the world. Like, it's literally just my sexual orientation. It has nothing to do with my work performance or like my personality as a human being, you know, like literally who I choose to sleep with and spend my life with. And this is what you're giving me shit about. Like, that's the, like, what? It just seems
It's
very
wild.
weird.
And it's because a lot of people don't like to mind their business.
That's a lot of the reason. Because like
That's the root.
it would concern me. Like
Mind your business. It has nothing to do with you. If our interactions are good, that's all that matters.
yeah, and it's definitely something that I had to learn like growing up. Like I mean, like as an adult, I had to learn it on my own. Like don't apply, let it fly. Like I don't need to hate somebody that's different than me or hate something. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
that's something I had to learn too because we make little light jokes and we say little stuff that we don't really deem as hurtful. But it's like as an adult, I had to learn that like, why do I feel the need to go out the way to make this type of joke toward this person? Like, you know what I'm saying? Or say this or be this way towards this person. Like, especially in situations like you said, like if you at work or you know what I'm saying, a teammate, like that's the furthest thing that has to do with anything that's going on.
Wait,
So,
that's like when I compare everything to being fat. That's like when the girl that's a little smaller be calling the fat girl fat. Like, bitch, you a touch smaller than me. What are you doing? Okay, you're a ham sandwich away.
Not a touch.
Okay.
I take everything to Mean Girls when she be like, "Watch where you're going, fat ass." She was taking them weight pills.
Yes.
They was like, here, these bars will help you.
And we always judge and we always see the worst of ourselves and other people too. So that's another thing. It's like, ooh, this faggot because I enjoy good gaming my basketball teammates a little too much in high school. So it's like people just weird. I don't know. But it usually means something for sure. It's always a red flag when somebody just go out their way to hate something. It's the same with religion. People be on crack, be strippers or be street dudes. They go to church and they look down on that. You know what I'm saying? It's a one thing to be like, okay, this is not me no more. But they have to go an extra mile and be like, they hate everything that's like, you know what I'm saying, not of the church or whatever. And it's like you don't have to go the extra mile. You can just remove yourself and you know what I'm saying, educate people if you feel like this is the wrong path. But it's like you don't need to hate every pimp, every stripper, every drug dealer. Like
ain't nothing like an old crackhead to show judgment towards somebody else in a struggle. Like that ain't me. I don't do that. I never did that. My life was never like that. Crack is whack. Crack is cheap.
I make too much money to smoke crack. Let me tell you something.
That's so funny.
I think that's what it is. It's be learned behavior. You know what I'm saying? The same why the white supremacists hate the blacks and our oil skin and our melanin. That you know what I'm saying? Do they really hate it or is it like something that they wish they had?
Black History Month.
It is Black History Month. February.
Black.
It's the shortest month of the year, but we don't make it a long month.
Black. It's black, y'all. Hey,
For real.
Hey. Have y'all ever seen CB4? That's what that's from. The movie with Chris Rock and the guy from
I don't know if I
dated Charmaine in the Cosby Show.
I don't know if I seen it.
And then I get that from old girl that was dancing in the beginning of the Spike Lee movie.
Can't Jump.
Yeah, she be like,
was that Rosie Perez?
Yeah.
Yo, I love that movie. Hard. Like I've been watching that movie since I was a kid. I probably could like quote parts of it. And she's like, when she went on Jeopardy, it's like worth up again with the letter Q. Because well, there was no blast, and she was like, no, because sometimes when you win, you really lose, and sometimes when you lose, you really win, and sometimes when you win and lose, you really tie.
Yo, we gotta get into the movies that we can quote like verbatim
so
because
funny.
It's a lot of.
I don't quote any movies, y'all. I don't know.
Cut it out.
I'm horrible.
I need you to do.
Listen,
Jackie.
Who, me?
Yes.
Who that?
Jackie. See if you know, Kim. What is this from?
Jackie. It's all right. It's not all right to let a motherfucker pound on you. You're the fool if you stay here.
You don't know what that's from. Jackie,
so let the nigga pound
it's all right.
Do 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 do.
Nut Bush City Limits.
What you all got to do with it?
Okay,
I told y'all I'm not good.
So you don't remember?
Of course.
If you want to do, you gotta say the right thing.
Nam yo
Yes.
I was just telling somebody she does that a long version on YouTube, and me and my coworker watched it, and we were like,
her voice was like mesmerizing, like the tone, it was like vibrating through my body.
it was
I was like,
good.
Tina did or Angela Bassett?
Tina.
She was like, because she does like, she keeps this like tone that's very soothing. Yes. But it's like it keeps that like one.
She
tone.
was going.
It was so good. I think she was on Letterman or something like that, right?
Let's go.
Yo, Ike was like the future of his time. He was wild, disrespectful, yo.
Ike was something else.
And then he lost
studio,
it all.
like, I'm gonna do what I
Future
want.
ain't losing it all. People are too mesmerized by him. And the thing that's crazy is, like people dog Future for who he is and how he moved, and he's over the people. He's tired of being talked about. He's tired of people watching what he doing.
Does the women still mess with him? It ain't like,
yeah, absolutely. They still there, all in his grill.
Why?
Can you? So yeah, we gotta make sure y'all make sure.
My beer.
Okay, Ron.
Yes.
You will let me know. Got a chick like me has got to leave.
Yes, ad-libs.
You want me? That's what song that is. Missy. Yes.
Can you pay my bills? Yeah. And then I love that video. Are you all in my The 90s, I love the voices of the 90s. Like, their voices were so unique. Like, I love it.
Sing. That people
I can't remember who her name was, but she was getting off on that video.
Nicole?
What was her last name?
Nicole Ray.
Yes, Nicole Ray.
She got off.
Your girlfriend. Imagine what you could be now. The doom doom doom. I still play that song to this day.
Yeah.
It goes so hard.
Yeah.
Take me, baby. I'll light your fire. I will be. That thing go hard.
Yes. What other song did she have? There was another big song that Nicole Ray was on.
Yeah, she does.
It was like, was it with Little Mo?
I don't know about Mo being in it, but she had another good one.
There was something, yes.
Now she writes songs for white artists.
Does she?
Yeah, like blues, rock. I just was watching one of her specials they had on YouTube. Like, where are they now?
Well, that's good. You know, bang.
Yep, she kept falling backwards, and deals kept falling and coming, and now she's a whole music producer and writer for big artists.
That's dope.
Yeah, I was trying to Google. I don't know what the song is.
Everybody done with their food?
Yeah.
I got a bone left.
Brunch. I got a couple fries.
But that's the point of brunch. A good conversation with a side of a good meal. And then a blink of an eye. It's all going on.
What happened?
That just like it was an exit. You just got it. Like.
No, my computer was dying.
But it was just like. Yeah, but that's what we doing. We breaking down barriers and chains and walls on brunch as well. Like, these conversations are important. They're helpful.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? I hope people see this and they learn from it and they get something out of the conversations as well. Because like,
they're very eye-opening.
You know what I'm saying? Because you just can't have that type of war love. Like, you will miss out on some very
loving experiences, loving people, just being open.
Yeah.
Like just being like leaving yourself open to different experiences. Nobody's saying go make out with a man now.
No, definitely not like that. It's just
Everybody like making a huge ass jump in their brains. Like
we're talking about tolerance. Like when it comes, we're talking about tolerance mostly. Like when you're watching a TV show or when you're at work with that person, or it's like, because you never know, that person might help you out. Like for me, I might need somebody like that to be my stylist.
Right. Like, and then you're gonna be loyal to them.
I would definitely be loyal to them.
Or in love with them.
I will have love for them. I won't be in love with them.
But with loyalty, you'll automatically.
No, see with that, their loyalty will come from keeping me crispy and dapper. So that's where their loyalty gonna come from. They don't.
What do they get? Oh, they getting a check. I'm like, what are they getting from you?
They get. See, so far my logic has not been flawed.
He's like the iRobot. My logic was undeniable. Anytime I get on my little high horse, I remember that movie. You know when you seen iRobot when the robot took over all the systems and was controlling the people? She was like, "Nah, y'all not doing it right. My logic is undeniable." I'm like, "Yo, I go right to that shit." I'm like, "Listen, my logic is undeniable."
Listen. No, but yeah. Definitely, we try to you gotta have tolerance though. It's toxic. It's nasty. Like if the people, you don't need to be nasty to people that don't give you a reason to.
Yeah.
And that's like, this is the age of knowledge and the age of intelligence, and it's just nothing is intelligent about hating somebody for no reason.
All right, come on, Jeesh.
You better give the people a message.
Can we leave with a party? Can we like, what are y'all listening to right now? Because like, I want to play music.
Well, we don't let Money play the song because me and Scheme stuck on hotels right now.
A hotel? Oh, yes. I'm like, what?
I'm gonna say, please don't do the Jimmy Fallon and say hotels. He was like, yeah, and Jasmine Sullivan do album Hotels. I'm like, it's
not.
It's hotels, like whole story.
Okay.
I have a song that I want to share, but go ahead first, Mo.
All right, this is the young Jack Harlow. I gotta listen to his album. I want to hear
Jack Harlow.
But yo, he just got a smooth, like he just smooth, yo. He's so smooth in his songs that I like had to go on Instagram. I'm like, I gotta see how he moves. You ever see like you hear somebody and you're like, nah. You sound too cool. I gotta see how you move.
It's so funny because a lot of people was like, oh, I didn't know he was white, and it was like I knew he was white, but I knew he was a jazzy white, like.
I didn't know he was white when I first heard him. I mean, this is not the first song I heard from him. I didn't know he was white when I first, but I'm like, I saw the cover and I'm like, all right, you could hear it, but he's
I fuck with Jack Harlow.
I gotta listen to the album. All right, let's see.
Most of the shit I heard was like it had a bounce to it, so it's like
yes.
I could appreciate a bounce.
Got a Betty out Cape Town too. Whole gang in steakhouse food. Get the check, I ain't checking what it came out to. I tell promoters I don't talk about the money, you know who they hand the envelope to. Big John got the cash and he finna go too. Heard the beat told nigga put it in the Pro Tools. Got a fountain on the chain and it's indigo blue. Might fuck around and get a gold tooth. I'm a restaurant goer, never been a Whole Foods. She gon' listen to the song, say the shit up. I'm in the mountains out west on the tour bus, texting the chick I used to mess with. Got her in the bed doing video shoots. Tried to send one to me, but it didn't go through. Damn, she gon' let me hit it every day now. What you gonna say no? But my ex-girl got
not the shit.
25 shows, check the payout.
These days about TikTok,
motherfuckers hate you when they looking for a way out. I just sit back and let it play out. She gon' let me hit it every day now. What you gonna say no? Of my ex-girl got a baby, but she still let me stay no. Wow. Yeah.
That's my current jam, but big.
Yes.
I get paid to do me. That's a fact check. I run it up and retrace my last steps.
All right, I'm really done now.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
What you got for him,
You know what I got. Hold up.
Hey.
Sipping a Mai Tai with the Zaza on the La La with the Kaka.
Yeah, King. Yo, when the world, did y'all go to clubs when y'all were younger?
Huh?
Yo, what the fucking kids you doing?
What the kids be doing. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, I can't.
With the blue cheese in the mata. With the blue cheese.
That goes right in, yeah. Anybody clap that?
Hey. What were you asking?
Who, me?
Moni, did we ever what or something about the club or?
Oh, did y'all go to the club when you were younger? Like, was that your experience? Were you a club person?
Yeah, I used to go to the club. I used to use my uncle. I used to use my uncle ID. I have an uncle who I look identical to at one point, and like, yeah, let me see your ID. He used to be like, here, man.
Here.
Yeah, I was a club guy. Like, I really like to dance. Like, go out and just like have a good time. You know, I miss the.
That's exactly how you be. You be free, man. You be all over the floor, just going.
Wait till the world open back up. We out here.
That's how it's supposed to be now. Just be like out there free. I went to a club. I was underage, but the girls just talked me in. They was like, yo, let our people in. Security. Mm-hmm. I went once. I went back again. He was like, stop. You're going to have time to be here and do this. Go back home.
So we just
I went and brought me a new outfit on the way and everything. I had to go back home. But yeah, I definitely love to go. I love a good dip and do. Okay. I love it, dude. I love it. I love it. So yeah, absolutely.
All right, fam. It has been a good old time. Sunday brunch. Tune in next week. We're going to have lots of different topics going on. We are changing up Sunday brunch a little bit. We're going to be doing some eating, some talking, some listening, a little bit of everything.
But until next time.
For those of you who think you need more at home.
For those of you who feel the need to ask for anything.
For those who just need a little nourishment.
We have that at home.
Brunch. We eating, laughing, talking, and having a good old time. And everybody's welcome, y'all. We at